Hi, this will be a demo for the assignment 6 and the project. I'm gonna clean out and let's compile this and run it. So basically, I can switch the map. So far, I don't have a separate scene class for this to switch between. I only have like the switch statements. As right now, we're on saw demo, a seesaw demo, which is gonna look at first. Right here we have this two pig and bouncing on top of the seesaw, and also the camera is following them, and one of the pigs just fall off the platform. And the next one, which I have issue with because I can't make the first wheel, and I can't make the pig stay on the platform for some reason. Logically, I can make sense of the requirements either. Why would the pigs stay on platform instead of moving around? Because as the Ferris wheel move about, it should generate friction that causes the movements of the pigs. So, well, this is what I have anyway. Let's look at the card, the terrain demo as well. So basically, it generates terrain. Right now we're controlling this the off-road car. I haven't really worked on the sprites yet. I've worked on the whole project refactoring code. And let's change to another car. This time we'll be using a fast car that's slightly looks flat and it goes faster. So instead of unlike the off-road car, I use a rev-loop joint for this one in particular, because it shouldn't, logically it shouldn't have like sprint-like wheels that goes, which the off-road car does. Anyway, you can brake, which causes the wheel to stop immediately. If you just release the pad, it will go by itself. Right now I'm not pressing anything, it just goes by itself. And if you go forwards and you brake, you stop the wheel. Okay, let's look at the projects. Right now so the way the camera is set up is that I have a invisible entity that serves as targets, and also so the way camera works is that it tracks two objects, one of which is the invisible object, which I set around here, and the other one is the slingshot. So it keeps track of these two objects, and it kind of frame it in a way you can see them both. I can change the camera mode later, but I'm gonna demonstrate what the birds be doing. Yeah, press space to reset. And another issue I have is I don't get why every time I reset it, it kind of end up differently. Sometimes it falls apart, sometimes it doesn't. And yeah, for which I just clean up the whole scene. So logically, it should end up the same result, but it doesn't. So I'm still trying to figure it out. And for now, each of the pig can blink in a very random time span, and if they get hurt, it changes their sprite as well. You can look at this pig over here; it kind of got damaged. Yeah, this is the demo I'm gonna show. We can switch the camera mode to all object as well, which will keep track of all of the objects actually, and which you can the reason why it's so big because it also has a frame adjustments to it, so it keeps tracks of all the objects, and you scale the camera with another constant. If I change this to 1, it will be smaller. You can see it, the objects individually. But yeah, that's how let me talk about the each of the objects entity. So as for the demo scene, the seesaw one, I just put together each object. Right now it doesn't have a single entity as a seesaw because I don't see why I would get. I just put together a component. That's it for the seesaw demo. As for the Ferris wheel, I create a single object as the requirement says we will be using the Ferris wheel later for our projects. So I'm gonna make it an entity. Each entity are corresponding. They both have inherent parents, which is called entity abstracts. So are the birds, cars, and glass, blocks, and pigs. They all have entity abstracts. The reason I set up this is because each entity behave somewhat in the same way. Is that they have health, they get damaged, they have each state of damage. Those are the callback on 75% health and 50% and 24%. And so for each entity, they can either override this or not override this. It's up to the behavior of that particular entity. Yeah, that's about how the code works. And for a camera, you can notice that my mouse position is adjusted so it could keep track of where the where the slingshot is. So yeah, that's being corrected as well. Yeah, that's about the demo I'm gonna show. Thank you.